Hey guys, it's me, Tatum Thrift Walker. Joseph's mom. And I'm down here at the barn. And, I wasn't going to address this, but I'm going to because right now I'm so pissed off. Excuse my language. I might say a cuss word or two, but I've had enough. And I'm going to tell you something. I've mentioned the guy's name one time, and it was a long time ago, of who hurt my son. And his mama continues to have to go on. And this is another thing I don't understand. She's got a page that she goes on. It's a public page. And the admin of the page, who used to reach out and say that they hope Joseph's okay, but I guess she's friends with her. And she said that it's become a shit show. And she allows her to take up for her son on there. I do not mention his name anymore. I don't say his name in my house because it makes me sick to my stomach. The only reason I ever knew what happened is because my son told me, and actually, well, he told my dad, and then I heard him, and actually other people have come to me and told the truth. When it comes to the police, though, they don't want to tell the truth because they're scared. Why are they scared? I don't know. I will never understand that because they don't nothing in this world scare me but God. I mean, honestly, that's just the truth. But her to get on there and say the truth's going to come to light. Well, yeah, the truth is going. Whatever's done in the dark comes to light. But here's the thing. The only reason he's not getting charged for Joseph is because the mom is taking the whole blame, the one that the girl threw the party. She's taking the blame to try to protect her daughter, and that's why they're getting protected. So, but she's saying he don't have pending charges and all this stuff, and that she's got family and law enforcement. Who is your family and law enforcement? And I know all the law enforcement. I'm gonna tell you something. They ain't gonna take up for somebody like that. He does have pending charges in other counties, and it's public record. And I'm just tired of hearing about it, and I'm tired of her daughter telling everybody she's going to whip my ass. Well, honey, I'm not hard to find. If you think you can whip my 42-year-old ass, bring it on, because you'll be the first. And I'm not saying there ain't nobody out there that can't whoop my ass, but as much rage as I got, I don't think you can. And the wind off my swing would probably knock you into a coma, just saying. So, I don't have no beef with you. And that's what I don't understand. I understand you taking up for your brother, but I'm going to tell you something. My mama will be the first to tell you, when I've done wrong, she ain't never took up for me. She's told me I was in the wrong, and then she's beat my ass. So that's one thing I will say that about my mama. So I appreciate everybody that takes up for me and my family, but I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all don't got to worry about taking up for me, because I'm going to tell y'all something. God says vengeance is his. I've said that a lot. And people ask me why ain't I went over and just tore them inside and out. What good is it going to do? What good is it my fist going to do? Because all it's going to turn around, it's going to make me look just like them. And I'm older now. I don't want to fight. I don't want to have to fight. But if they think they can whip me, well, let's just say they've been touched by an angel if they think they can. Because I don't see it. I'm just going to tell y'all right now. Because a mother scorn, a mama bear is the worst kind to ever get blocked in a corner. I'm going to tell you that right now. And I'm going to tell you this, and people think that they can't believe I say this. I do not wish what happened to my son on my worst enemy. For somebody who has no remorse or no sympathy whatsoever for my child, if you really don't think your son did it, just say, okay, he says he didn't, and I'm his mama, and I'm going to back him or whatever. But to sit there and try to tear my family down and to talk about my son, I'm going to tell you something right now. You going to hell. You are going to burn for eternity in hell. To make fun of a boy who did not ask for this. And, for the stuff that I have got written to me, I had to go to court, and I paid the fine. And I could have beat the fine. Y'all can laugh all y'all want to and say the law got me and all this. It would have been thrown out of court, but I paid the fine because here's the thing. What I did wrong. Because I shouldn't have handled it, but I tried to talk to somebody, and it backfired in my face. But for the messages that I got on the day of my dad's funeral, that y'all were going to piss and shit on my daddy's grave, and watch me clean it up. My house has been egged. To say my son's retarded, and if he was such a badass, he looked like he was a badass now because he couldn't even walk or do nothing. But let me tell you something. To hit somebody from the back, that's a coward. I believe this with all I got, and everybody that I've ever talked to has said this. If they would have fought Joseph one-on-one, if he would have been face-to-face, they wouldn't have beat him. And y'all can say what y'all want to. But I've got doctor's reports, and I can prove it. Even the last visit he went to in Savannah, where my son was fighting for his life again for 110-degree fever, that had to be life-flighted again, that he did not fall from a 2-story barn. It was impossible. That is the 4th doctor that has told us that. So if y'all want to believe that, that's fine. And you know what? I'm not blaming the DA's office, because all the kids is sticking to their story, but they're telling me different stories. And the DA knows that. They know that. But I know my thing is somebody is getting charged, and Joseph is getting better. He is beating all the odds. And you know what? I'm going to be standing behind him every step of the way. I'm going to protect him every step of the way. And y'all can talk about me. I do not care. And the one of y'all that's got a business and you keep running your mouth, maybe the people of this town need to know, you know, whose side you're on. Because I'm sick of it. You know, you've got kids. This is what I don't understand. Y'all that have kids, how would you feel if you were in the situation that me and my family was in? How would you feel to have to live this life? To wake up every day and know that he will never be what he was. To watch him fighting every single day to live somewhat of a normal life. To have no help with him. People saying they're going to come and never show up. And to know we do whatever we can for him. And to just knock him in the dirt and make fun and have no, what gets me is no sympathy, just none whatsoever. I don't understand it. And to say I keep slandering, I'm not saying his name. Do you want me to say his name? Do you want me to put a list on all of my social medias of everybody that attended the party and everybody, because that's about what I'm fixing to do if you don't shut your mouth. Because I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. I'm not mentioning his name because I don't want somebody to go hurt you or your family. Because that's not going to make me feel better. Some people think it will, but it won't. Because I got that much of my daddy in me. But I'm sick and tired of the things that get said about my family. So just sit over there and keep running your mouth and keep saying this and that. Because God's going to handle it, I'm telling you. Everything that you do, everything in the dark will come to light. It will come to it. And when you keep protecting people and you just keep protecting them, you're never going to live a normal life. You're never going to be happy because you're always going to be in the back of your mind, that wrenching in your gut of why did I do this? And let me tell you, you can go to every church house in the world and you can get saved and you can get baptized. But if you don't ask God for forgiveness of what you said or your actions, how are you really saved, or how are you really baptized in the eyes of the Lord? Because until you know, until you take away all them demons, all them devilish actions, that's just the way I feel. Because I believe everybody deserves redemption. I believe everybody can find their way back from stuff that they do. We all sinners. And I'm not the biggest Christian in the world like I should be. But I know that there's a greater power up there. And I know that he has been with my family every step of the way. And all the good things that's coming to mine and my family right now, you know, all the blessings and my work and stuff, I know it's because of the good Lord. So I'm not going to jeopardize that. But, you know, if somebody wants to keep running their mouth, let them run their mouth. I don't care. And if they say they're going to whip my ass, you know, everybody laughs at it because they know better. So, because I'm not saying that I can whip anybody in the world, but I'm one to hold up on it. I'm going to tell you. I might be a preppy dressed person, but I'm going to tell you something. I was born and raised in a swamp in South Georgia, and Luther Thrift, he was a God-fearing, loving man. But y'all forget one thing. All the Thrifts ain't just sitting back and, you know, And he married a Cruz from Hoboken. So you take a Cruz and a Thrift and you put them together. We ain't no coward, I'm going to tell you that. But I will protect that young man up there with everything I got. But for all you to take up for my family, I love each and every one of you, and God bless you. And remember, they don't win. Joseph does, and God does in the long run. God bless you all. And I love each and every one of you. And remember, let them talk. Words don't hurt. I promise you. Bye, guys.